Hey there, beautiful souls. In today's pick a card reading, I will try to answer the question that many of you might be wondering, which is this real love or is it illusion of the mind? So the topic is a bit general and the situations might be different. It could be just a crush or it could be more than a crush. I mean, for the different people it will be different situation, but what I will try to find is clarity within your connection with that person that is on your mind. And I really hope that my reading is going to provide you things that you are having hard time to see within your connection. At least I hope to get some kind of insight from it. So let's proceed towards the reading and find out. Okay, so for the pile picking, I will use the Animal Spirit deck, which I'm usually using with stuff about relationships and connections. And as usual, I will proceed with the tarot deck, which I'm using the entire week, which is the Witch's Tarot. So let's first find out which cards are going to represent the piles between which you can select in order to reach your reading. Let's see which card is going to represent pile number 1. For pile number 1 we have the mouse. Let's see which card is going to represent pile number 2. For pile number 2 we have the Cosmic Egg. Okay, this is a card that appears very often in readings, so if you feel drawn to it, maybe you were drawn in some of my previous readings as well. I mean, maybe you have had something in the previous readings where I pulled this card as well. Let's see which card is going to represent pile number 3. And for pile number 3 we have the Hyena. Okay, so I will give you a few seconds in order to choose the card that attracts you the most, but just keep it in mind that you should just use your intuition. You should just select the card that has brighter colors than the other ones, the one that just shines brighter than any other cards. And also it might help to think about that person that is on your mind. So you will see the cards on the bigger screen. You can pause if you want to, and once you select your card, I'll meet you in your reading. Hello there, pal number 1. For those of you who chose the mouse, well, what I'm feeling from the mouse itself is that here we are talking about focus on detail. I mean, maybe somebody within this connection was trying to focus too much on the details and not seeing the whole picture. The other thing that comes to me just by looking at this mouse, I just feel a bit sadness. It's like this mouse is afraid. This mouse is scared that something might happen to it, or just in general I sense fear from this mouse. I sense that somebody within this connection had fear to say what they want, fear to just maybe get close to that person because I don't know, just some kind of fear. This is what I'm feeling. Maybe there is some kind of some kind of inferiority kind of sensation. Somebody feels inferior to the person that they are attracted to, or I don't know, it just came to my mind like that, and I felt like saying it because just seeing this mouse, I feel that within this connection there might be somebody that has a bit more confident kind of energy, a bit more egocentrical kind of energy, while the other person is a bit more drawn within themselves and is a bit more scared to approach that person. Okay, we are about to find out from the tarot cards which way this reading is going to go and what messages we are going to get about your connection, but for the moment this is what I felt just by looking at this card. Okay, I will just reshuffle the deck, and then we are going to start by analyzing the person on your mind. First, we are going to see what messages we are going to get about the person on your mind. I think it will be best first to get to know better that person that is on your mind, and then move towards the core question, which is about your connection with that person. So let's start by looking into the person on your mind. Please, Spirit, tell us with what kind of person we are dealing with. What kind of person is the one that is on the mind of those who chose the mouse? What kind of person is that? We have the Four of Cups in reverse. We have Three of Cups. And we have Two of Pentacles in reverse in the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what I feel from these cards is that we are talking about somebody who has friend circle, somebody who has a lot of friends, and just being in companies most of the time, rarely being alone, somebody that is surrounded by friends and people around them. And at the same time, I sense that this person has hard time to go within themselves. They have hard time to just to get to know themselves, because we have the Four of Cups in reverse. And in this card, you can see that we have a boy that is like with his hands crossed and refusing to see anything. And since this card came in reverse, I feel that it is oriented more towards within. So I feel that your person has hard time to get to know who they are. They have hard time to be left alone. They are actually scared to be alone, because when they are alone, they will need to face their own true nature. They will have to face themselves. That's why I feel that your person has more necessity to be in company with other people. And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which wants to indicate that your person feels a bit unbalanced as a general energy. And the other thing that got my attention is that in this card, the same as in this one, we have a child, which might indicate some kind of inner child issues, child wounds, or something that is coming from the childhood of this person that makes them act that way or be that way. Maybe that's why this person is preferring to be surrounded by people. They have fear of being on their own. They might have abandonment issues as well, but we are going to see this through the cards. So let's keep going. Please, Spirit, provide us with more information about this person. What else we need to know about this person? We have Five of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, what I'm sensing from your person is that your person is feeling very sad. Your person deep down feels lonely, because you can see this barren tree. This tree doesn't have any leaves or anything, and it's winter picture. So I feel that deep down your person is feeling very, very, very lonely. That's why they choose to be with other people around them, and that's why they are afraid to be alone, and they are afraid to face their own shadow. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, both of them in reverse. The Swords energy has something to do with the mental it has something to do with thoughts, with mind. So all this card came in reverse, which wants to indicate that your person might have some kind of confusions. They might have some kind of well, hard time just to clear out their mind, hard time to focus their mind. But what I'm getting as a message is that this person is, well, they are not showing their true thoughts. They are hiding their true thoughts. This is what I'm feeling actually from these two cards that are reversed. It's like this person has some kind of defensive mechanism and they are trying to hide their true thoughts and feelings from themselves. Okay, let's take some more cards. Please, Spirit, give us more information about this person. What else we need to know about this person as trait, as characteristic? We have the Nine of Pentacles reverse. We have the Queen of Swords again reverse and Seven of Swords in the bottom of the deck. Okay, I will just put the cards here. Now be careful to not burn myself on the candle. So we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which again wants to indicate that this person is scared to be alone. And this time, what I can add extra to that is that this person is pretty much dependent on others. They might follow other people's opinions. They might just listen to what other people says to them, which is making them a bit unstable in general. And also, just being around them is a bit confusing because we have the Queen of Swords again coming in reverse. The Queen of Swords is symbolizing the absolute truth. And since she came in reverse, it wants to indicate that there is difficulty to find the truth, because I feel that your person is being conveyed by opinions and things that other people are saying to them. It's like somebody says something and your person is pretty much changing their heart, changing their opinion. And in the bottom again we have Seven of Swords, another Swords energy, but in this Swords energy we have a cheeky person on the card. You can see that we have somebody that is stealing swords and trying to run away. And what I am feeling from this card is that your person somehow is lying to themselves. They are trying to trick themselves. They are trying to escape from themselves, but they are afraid to be themselves. That's why they choose to follow others. Okay, well, let's pick up all the cards and find out about the connection. Well, seeing all this, I actually feel to say this. I feel that your person has built some kind of fake image of themselves that is not showing their true nature, their true self. It is showing more what people want to see, not who they are, not their true identity. They are showing identity that people want to see. This is something that I felt saying after seeing all this. I don't know if it's going to resonate for your situation. So let's keep going deeper and see what we are going to find out about your connection with that person. Just going to reshuffle the deck in order to get more clear messages. Okay, so please, Spirit, provide us with information about this connection between the ones that are watching now and the one that is on their mind. Please provide us information about this connection. We have the Chariot in reverse. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Seven of Swords upright in the bottom of the deck, general energy. Okay. So this connection had hard time to move forward. We have the Chariot in reverse. And not just move forward, but just to be above any kind of confusion, any kind of clouds, any kind of doubts, because you can see that in this depiction of the Chariot we have the Chariot above clouds, above anything else, just being on the sky and moving on its direction. So since this card came in reverse, I feel that your connection was struggling to get above all other things. I mean, by that I mean that maybe there were other people around you, maybe there were gossips, maybe there were other things, maybe there were external factors, maybe there were a lot of confusions, and somehow your connection was not able to get above all those things and just move forward. And all those things somehow made this connection get a bit stuck, a bit blocked from movement. And we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Well, in this page, I feel the similar energy that I felt from the mouse as well. In this page card, I see a child that is trying to raise its voice, trying to just show who they are, trying to express their own identity. And I felt that within this connection, somebody felt pretty much suppressed. Somebody felt that they have no voice of their own. Somebody couldn't express their feelings. They couldn't express their thoughts. That's why this card came in reverse. And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, I mean, this card appeared once again for your person. It wants to indicate some kind of dishonesty. Either you or your person, there was some kind of dishonesty within this connection. And I don't know what dishonesty this could be. I will get to it. I promise you, I will just keep going further and ask the next question will be about this. But within this connection, I feel that there is some kind of dishonesty. Either somebody is lying to the other person, or in general, there is some kind of dishonesty. Okay, let's keep moving. So, please, Spirit, clarify to us. Okay, this card wanted to jump out. I will just put it here, and maybe later it will make sense. Please, Spirit, clarify to us, what is that dishonesty that is existing within this connection? What is that dishonesty? We have the Five of Swords in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles upright and King of Cups upright in the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is very interesting because with the Five of Swords we have some kind of stressful situation. This is what I'm feeling. Like somebody has way too much on their head. You can see all those swords that are stabbing the head of that dragonfly. And from the dragonfly, I'm sensing positive energy, but since the card came in reverse and since we have those swords, I feel that somebody's overthinking and somebody's thinking too much about other things as well. And we have the Two of Pentacles under this card, which wants to indicate, again, somebody's trying to find balance. And again, we have a child in this card, which again reminds me that maybe somebody within this connection is trying to heal their inner child wounds. And it is a bit overwhelming. It is a bit difficult to be in a relationship when you have your own traumas from childhood that you are trying to deal with. And we have King of Cups in an upright position. Well, what I feel as an energy from this King of Cups is a bit pulling yourself back and trying to realize your own feelings and emotions. Maybe it was hard for you and for your person to find out about their own feelings and emotions. Because in this card I can see that this king is a bit isolated. It's like this king is on some kind of a rock above ocean or above the sea. And they're trying to find some kind of isolation in order to get to know themselves, in order to realize their own feelings and emotions. So I feel that deceit, that dishonesty is lying in the fact that either you or your person or both of you need to find out who you are first, need to heal your inner child wounds and traumas, and just become clear, get clear about your feelings to one another. Just spend time with yourself and clear out what you actually feel, what are the feelings, how the feelings department works within this connection. And maybe this is why there was some kind of dishonesty, because maybe you were not, those feelings between you two were not clear. And we have a Seven of Pentacles that just jumped out without even asking any question, which wants to indicate that here we have somebody that is waiting for something, somebody that is waiting for those pentacles to grow, which wants to hint us that maybe there is potential for this to work out, but there needs to be work done. We need to let things pass within the time, and we need to let things grow in order to reach the right moment, in order to reach the potential for things to work out in their best possible way. Okay, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, is there something else that we need to know about this connection? I will just put these cards a bit aside, and if something comes up that is regarding those cards, I will go back to them. Please, Spirit, let us know, is there something else that we need to know about this connection? Is there something else that we need to know about this connection? We have the Emperor in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the King of Pentacles upright. Okay, this is very, very, very interesting pile number one. We have both Emperor and Empress, and both of them came in reverse. I feel that in order for this to work out, both of you need to balance your energies, because I think that both of you have potential to reach your highest selves, your highest goals. And since these two cards came in reverse, I feel that within this connection, both the masculine and feminine energies were not aligned. I feel that both of you still have a long way to go in order to be able to meet in a place where these cards are going to just turn upright and use their power as they are supposed to. So let's just take a look at the cards from a more detailed perspective. On the Emperor card, what gets my attention is that we have children again. So this again is hinting us that something that is happening in the childhood might be the cause why this person was not able to reach their Emperor mode. Because the Emperor came in reverse, and when the Emperor is in reverse, I feel that we are talking about lack of courage, or lack of skills to be a leader, lack of skills to lead things to some kind of successful outcome. And this lack is based on the childhood. This is what I'm feeling. And then we have the Empress in reverse as well. Well, I will just take a look at her in an upright position. Well, the Empress is symbol of fertility. The Empress is symbol of something that has a lot of potential. And since the Empress came in reverse, I feel that there is some kind of blockage for this connection to express its potential. I don't know why from these two cards, just because there are two counterparts, there is feminine and masculine energy, two counterparts. I feel that either one of these cards, I mean, one of the cards represents the person and the other one represents you, but I might be wrong about this. It might just want, the cards might just want to add something to the whole story. But having the Empress in reverse, I feel that indeed there is some kind of blockage here to reach true potential to this connection. And maybe this blockage is again based in the childhood, which is indicating that somebody here within this connection doesn't have those leader skills. Somebody doesn't have the courage to take this connection and lead it to its utmost potential. And in the bottom of the deck we have the King of Pentacles. And what I actually sense from this king is that, well, my attention gets focused on those grapes, and those grapes seem all ripe. And this wants to hint us that maybe both of you have not reached that maturity in order to lead this towards some kind of successful outcome. Or in general, I mean, the King of Pentacles has good energy. The King of Pentacles is presenting some kind of chance, some kind of abundance. I mean, this king is holding this pentacle, and I feel that this is some kind of reward. So it might indicate that if you and your person are somehow you manage to work on your issues, you are going to get your reward in this connection. This connection has a chance. Okay, this is very interesting. I will just take some more cards in order to clarify all this because it came a bit confusing. Please, Spirit, can you clarify this situation here? Can you clarify these two cards, the Empress and the Emperor in reverse? What else we need to know about this? Please give us clarification. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And in the bottom we have the King of Cups. Again, something to do with feelings and emotions. Again, here somebody needs to just get to know their own feelings. Get to know their own soul. And we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, which wants to indicate that, I mean, in this Nine of Wands, I see some kind of fence, some kind of boundaries. Actually, I sense some kind of ego fight, because she has those wands and she's standing in front of them as if she's defending her pride, she's defending her ego. And since this card came in reverse, I feel that this card is symbolizing some kind of internal boundaries that either you or your person has. I can literally see the heart of somebody in this connection that has like a fence and is not letting anybody get close to it. Somebody standing in front of that fence and is defending it, not allowing people to reach it. So I feel that somebody within this connection is really like putting boundary to their heart. And yeah, the King of Cups in the bottom of the deck wants to just say that indeed somebody is choosing to isolate themselves, or indeed somebody might need that isolation in order to get to know their own feelings. Okay, I will just take a few more cards. I don't actually know what exactly to ask, but I will just take those cards here that we have and reshuffle the deck and ask Spirit for advices or just anything that Spirit would like to add about this connection. Anything that you would like to know, anything that you should know about this connection. Until now we were analyzing this connection. Now we are going to ask for advice or just what you should know about this connection. The one who is watching this. Okay. So please, Spirit, tell us, is there something that the one who is watching this needs to know about this connection? Is there something that you would like to share to the one who is watching this about this connection? The World card in reverse. The Chariot in reverse again. Justice card upright. Okay. We have three major arcanas that Spirit wants to translate to you as a message regarding this connection. And the message that Spirit wants to translate to you is quite powerful because we have three major arcanas that just appeared. So having the World in reverse and the Chariot under it in reverse, I feel that Spirit wants to say to you that there is some kind of boundary, there is some kind of not just well, there is some kind of invisible boundary that exists between you and this person, and it is something that is pretty much destined to be that way. I don't know if it's in order to provide growth for you or for your person or for both of you in general, but there is some kind of invisible fence between you and this person, fence that is built there from universe or from some kind of higher forces. This is what I'm feeling from the World card in reverse. And then we have the Chariot under this card. Again, I feel that because of this fence, you cannot get close to each other. You cannot reach each other or meet in between somehow, because there is something that is existing between you and this person that is somehow keeping you apart or keeping you at some kind of distance in order for you to grow. And indeed, this is orchestrated by the universe or by some kind of higher forces, because we have the Justice card as a major arcana in the bottom of the deck. And you can see that she's holding her sword and holding those scales, and I feel that she wants to indicate that this is how things should go, and there is a reason for that. Okay, I will take a few more cards with the same question. Please, Spirit, let us know, is there something else that you want to share with the one who is watching this about this connection? Is there something else that you want to share about this connection with the one who is watching this? Knight of Cups in reverse and Six of Pentacles in reverse. In the bottom we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. Well, having the Knight of Cups in reverse, it wants to indicate that something was not received within this connection. I mean, just seeing this Knight, I sense some kind of proposal. Somebody that is coming towards you and it's proposing you something. And this just didn't happen, or... Well, indeed, I sense that something was not received. Maybe it wants to indicate that your person just couldn't deliver what they were supposed to deliver to you. And then we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which wants to indicate that there is imbalance between give and take. Somebody within this connection gave way too much while they didn't receive anything at all. And in the bottom of the deck, another thing that just got my attention, just take a look. Here we have children as well. And here we have orphan children, poor children that are receiving mercy from a rich man. So again, it is hinting that there is something within the childhood, something within the childhood or some kind of a trauma from child age. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which wants to indicate ending, painful ending, some kind of painful ending as a general energy, but not just an ending, gaining wisdom from that ending, because we have a man that is stabbed by 10 swords, and above this man we can see that on a tree there is a bird, there is an owl that is watching, and the eyes of this owl are shining, they are sparkling. So I feel that this connection is going to provide you with a lot of wisdom. You are going to gain a lot from this connection. I mean, by gain, I mean you are going to just grow as a person, experience some kind of personal growth from this connection and see things clearly. Just get experience and maybe heal some traumas, or just have some kind of personal growth from this. All right, well, I feel like taking some songs for you in order to see if they are going to resonate for this situation. Okay, this song was already open. It says Avicii, Waiting for Love. Okay, so with this song, I feel that somebody here was waiting for the real love, or maybe somebody here had expectations and hopes for love to knock on their door. Maybe this is something that is about to happen even after this connection is ending. Maybe somebody here is telling to themselves, okay, this one was not the one that I was waiting for, so I still have hope that the real one is going to come and knock on my door. We'll just put the song here. Let's pull another one. We have Avril Lavigne, Complicated. And indeed, I feel that your story with this person is a bit complicated. When things are meant to go simple, they became complicated. Let's take some more. We have Carly Rae Jepsen, Tonight I'm Getting Over You. Well, the songs are following certain pattern. So this song is involving healing from all those things that were painful within this connection. Then we have Shawn Mendes, Treat You Better. Well, from this song I feel that somebody deserved better. Somebody deserved better treatment. And let's take one final one. Finally, we have Maroon 5, She Will Be Loved. Well, actually I'm sensing positive energy from this song, because it is hinting that whoever was untreated unfairly within this connection, they will find the love that they are looking for. They will find what they deserve. Alright, well, these were the messages for you, pal number 1. If you find the reading valuable, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people find it, and also feel free to subscribe to my channel, because your support means the world to me. And that was it for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for your time. Wishing you many, many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye! Hello there, pal number 2, for those of you who chose the Cosmic Egg. Well, the Cosmic Egg is something like a major arcana for this deck, and it is symbolizing a relation to the 7th chakra, to the crown chakra. So just having this Cosmic Egg on this reading, what I feel is that here we are talking about connection that has a bit more spiritual character. Connection that for some reason it was sent from divine. either to grow you somehow, to grow your spiritual abilities, or it is some kind of soul contract that you have with this person, something that you have agreed on in order to experience in this lifetime. I will just put the card here and start with the tarot cards in order to see what we are going to get about your connection with this person. First, my focus will be on the person that is on your mind. I will try to find out more about their character, about who they are, and then I will move towards your connection. So let's get started. I will just reshuffle the deck good first in order to let the energies just come freely. All right. So please, Spirit, tell us more about the person that is on the mind of the ones who are watching. Please tell us more about them. What kind of person is this? We have the Five of Swords in reverse. We have the Page of Cups upright. And we have Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. So what I feel as an energy from your person is that your person has a lot in their heads. They have a lot of thoughts. They are thinking all the time and they are carrying some kind of burden in their head, like burden as a thought pattern. Deep down your person is quite innocent and sweet, but I sense a lot of worries that are in the head of this person. Deep down they carry childlike, sweet and innocent energy, but they might not show it because there is always something that is happening in their head. You can see those swords that are piercing the head of this dragonfly. And in the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Cups in reverse, which wants to indicate that, well, this card is hinting towards the past. There is something in the past that they are having a hard time to let go. And I feel that this person is carrying some kind of emotional or mental baggage in their head. They are constantly thinking about something that has happened in the past. Well, not constantly thinking about it, but somehow still having it existing in their mind and having a hard time to set themselves free from it emotionally and mentally. But deep down this person is quite innocent. They have some kind of childlike sweet nature. Okay. Please, Spirit, tell us more about this person. What more we need to know about this person? Or maybe let's find out what are those things that are like emotional baggage that they're carrying. What are those things that this person is carrying as emotional baggage from their past? We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Lover's card. And we have the Four of Swords in reverse in the bottom of the deck. Okay, so with the Lover's card, I sense that we are talking about love-related topic. Maybe in the past your person had some kind of a love relationship that somehow they are carrying with themselves in their head. But it is not the relationship itself, it is more some kind of traumatic experience from that relationship. This is what I'm feeling. And we have the Eight of Pentacles to clarify this. I will just take a look at this card. Well, I feel that something in the past of this person regarding their love life didn't work out. It didn't work out the way they wanted it to work out. It required a lot of efforts from them. They had to put a lot of efforts in order to make that past relationship to work out. Maybe every day they needed to do something. They felt that they carry a lot of responsibility towards that person that is in their past. And they were just making efforts every day. And even though they were making efforts, it feels like it didn't work out. They got very, very tired from that connection that they had in the past. And somehow I feel that this person is still carrying those disappointments or those feelings that they had experienced in their past, and this is causing them a lot of frustration and restless kind of energy, because we have the Four of Swords in the bottom of the deck and it is reversed. So I feel that your person has a bit hesitation regarding the moves they are making in their love life based on what they have experienced in the past, because what they have experienced in the past, it has somehow traumatized them. That's why they are a bit not daring to make move. They are quite hesitant when it is regarding making a move or just leading some kind of relationship towards a successful end, towards successful outcome. Okay, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this person? What we need to know more about this person? We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Moon in reverse. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. What I feel about your person is that I feel that your person didn't have a good start in life, because you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is a card of new beginning. So I feel that your person, to start with, didn't have a good start. They had to work a lot on their own in order to achieve what they deserve, what they want in life. And also, there were a lot of confusions. I feel that your person felt a bit lonely in their life, and they were trying to find answers on their own. They were like a lonely child on this planet that is exploring and trying to find their answers, trying to find themselves. And they were walking towards some kind of clarity. So having the Seven of Pentacles, it wants to indicate that your person was pretty much someone that is hardworking, someone that is working hard and is patient with what is about to come in their life. They are not someone that wants to get everything right now. They are someone that knows that in order to achieve the things they want, sometimes they require patience. So I feel that you have a hardworking person and someone who is quite patient, and somebody who had an unfair start in their life. Okay. Well, I can go deeper in this unfair start, but I think that it might not be that relevant for your situation. That's why I would just ask one more question about this person, like what we need to know, and then I will proceed towards your connection with them. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this person? What more we need to know about this person? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Strength card in upright, and Ten of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there are a lot of Pentacle cards appearing for your person. So either your person has strong earth chart in their astrology, they have strong earth elements, or in general I am sensing somebody that is a bit more grounded, somebody that knows that they need to work hard and they need to have patience I don't sense some kind of hasty energy or impatient energy. I'm sensing a very grounded person and balanced person. I also sense certain degree of honesty in this person. Then we have Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, it wants to indicate that this person doesn't have it easy. I mean, in this Page of Pentacles, we have a girl that is presenting a pentacle, and we have a goat. Goat is animal that is climbing mountains. Goat is animal that is climbing high. And also the sign Capricorn, it also indicates some kind of high values, like climbing on the top of your career. So I feel that your person is someone who is who didn't have it easy until now in their life, but they showed strength and resilience, and they made their way up to the top, or they are making their way up to the top. Even though the conditions that they are in are not favorable for them, they showed resilience and they kept going. And we have Ten of Pentacles, which wants to indicate, again, some kind of grounded energy. I feel that your person started off bad, but they improved significantly from that bad start that they have. And they reach a point where they accomplished their desires. Or at least the other thing that I'm sensing from this card is that we might be talking about a person that has high values about family, because in this card we have a family. Alright, enough about your person. Now we are going to focus on your connection with this person. So I will pick up all the cards and I will reshuffle good and then see what we are going to get about your connection with this person. Okay, so please, Spirit, tell us what we need to know about the connection between the ones who are watching this and the ones that are on their minds. What we need to know about them, what we need to know about this connection. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Tower reverse, and we have the Three of Wands. Okay, so it is starting off good. It is starting off good because we have cards that are bringing some kind of positive energy to this connection. So just seeing this King of Pentacles, what comes to my mind is that this connection is some kind of gift to you or this person, or maybe for both of you, because this king is holding a coin, and I feel that this connection is somehow nurturing you or nurturing them. It is some kind of gift. This is the message that I'm getting in my head. And also the other thing that I get is that there is some kind of disaster. Maybe you met this person after some kind of a difficult period in your life. Maybe they just appeared before you after some kind of a tough cycle that you have experienced. And well, indeed, I sense some kind of fair energy in this connection. I sense that there was some kind of tough cycle in your life, or maybe in their life as well, and they're entering in your life as some kind of gift. And then we have the Three of Wands in the bottom of the deck, which wants to indicate that there is a lot of potential in this connection, because we have a man that is looking towards the horizon. We have wands that are flowering. So I feel that this connection has potential to go far. This connection has the ability to help both you and this person grow a lot. Okay, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, let us know more about this connection between the ones who are watching and the ones that on their minds. Again, Three of Wands, Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay. Well, I don't know what is your situation with this person, but the overall energy I am feeling is positive. I don't know if something went wrong between you and this person, but I'm not feeling any negative energies here. On the contrary, the energies that I'm feeling are quite positive. So the title of this video is this true love or is it trick of the mind? And I think that we are reaching the answer which is leading more towards true love. But let's keep going. So we have the Nine of Cups under the Three of Wands, which repeats the message that this connection has potential to go way far. And another thing that is added to this message is that this connection can make your dreams come true or their dreams come true as well. I really feel a lot of potential here. I really feel that there is good vibe, good energy in this connection that will help both you and this person grow. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is isolated in this card. She's sitting on a shell, so I feel that this connection is bringing some kind of emotional balance in your life. Something that maybe you or this person dearly needed in their life. And I'm just focused on those white shells or flowers, which wants to indicate that you are finding peace within, or they are finding peace within through this connection, or maybe both of you. Even here the flowers are white, which wants to indicate that indeed there is some kind of peace in this connection. You are finding some kind of fair outcome, some kind of peace. All right, I don't think it is necessary to go any further, but I will keep going because, I mean, the cards are coming very positive. If there is something negative that comes up, I will go deeper in it, but until now, things seems quite alright. Please, Spirit, let us know what else we need to know about this connection. This card is turning. King of Cups. We had the Queen of Cups, now we have the King of Cups too. Maybe both of you have strong water elements in your birth charts too. I would just keep the King here. Maybe they have another message for you. But we had both the King and the Queen of Cups. So we have water couple. We have couple that belongs to each other emotionally. Or just all the feelings are somehow finding balance. Let's keep going. Please, Spirit, let us know, is there something else that we need to find out within this connection? Is there something else that we need to find out within this connection? We have Three of Cups. We have Seven of Pentacles. We have Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. Here there is something that is concerning me. I got the message directly, but I don't think that it is going to resonate for all of you. So please listen to this message with open mind. I think it is referring to a very small percentage of the people that connected to this video. I think that either you or this person, or maybe both of you, you somehow were in connections when you met. Either they were in a relationship, or you were in a relationship, or both of you were in a relationship. And here the Three of Cups is symbolizing some kind of third-party situation. This is what I felt right away. And under this card we have the Seven of Pentacles, which wants to indicate waiting for this third party situation to be resolved. And having the Ten of Cups in reverse, it wants to indicate that this situation from the past relationships was not leading them to the happiness that they were desiring or you were desiring. Well, it sounds a bit confusing, but this is about the connection, so it could be either you or them, or both of you at the same time. So I really sense that this episode here that we are seeing from these cards that just came out, they are indicating some kind of third-party situation, and there is waiting for this third-party situation to be resolved in order to proceed further. The other option that could be is that, well, actually I'm not receiving any other messages about this. I really think that these last cards came out just for those of you who are experiencing something similar. But with the Seven of Pentacles, indeed, we are talking about waiting for something to reach its potential, waiting for something. I don't know how it's going to resonate for you and this person, but there is some kind of period for waiting. And also, it wants to indicate some kind of insatisfaction, either with previous connection or something in their life, and waiting for it to be over in order to just reach that moment and lift those glasses of wine and celebrate. Okay, I will just take one set of cards as well, because I really think that this message was very specific for specific situations for those of you who connected to this pile. I will take one message too, one pair of cards as well. I'm getting confused, my speech is getting messed up. So please, Spirit, give us one set of cards that will say something more or add something more to this connection, that will bring more clarity to the one who is watching. Eight of Wands, Three of Swords in reverse, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Well, pile number 2, I don't want to sugarcoat this reading, but I really don't feel bad energies from this connection. On the contrary, I'm feeling very good energies. We have the Three of Swords in reverse, which wants to indicate that there is a healing period for you and this person. I feel that this wants to indicate that both of you are healing from some kind of previous connections, or both of you are healing something through this connection. And after this healing is over, or in general after some kind of difficult situation, we can see this from the Tower in reverse as well, is over, there will be conversations, there will be fast-paced dynamic. Things are going to happen very fast. And also we had the Seven of Pentacles, which wanted to indicate that somebody is waiting for something. There's a period of waiting. And after this period of waiting is over, the heart is healed from the swords that had pierced it previously. There will be fast-paced energy and things are going to blossom very quickly. And in the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Pentacles. Nothing more to say about this. Just take a look at these cards. We have family, we have grandpa, dog, couple, we have big house, we have pentacle energy, which is indicating some kind of abundance. So if you are asking which way this connection is leading, it is leading towards full happiness. It is leading towards full abundance. I really don't want to sugarcoat it, but this is what I felt from the cards. Okay, I will just pick up all the cards. And just like I did with pile number 1, I will ask about specific messages that you need to know about this connection. These messages are meant for you. I will just reshuffle the deck. Okay. So, please, Spirit, is there something that the people who are watching this need to know about this connection? Is there something that you would like to say to them about this connection? Five of Swords in reverse. 7 of Wands upright. And 10 of Wands. Okay. So Spirit is saying to you that maybe at the moment there is a lot of confusion, because we have the 5 of Swords. You can see that the head of this dragonfly is pierced by multiple swords. And I feel that even those fairies that are around this dragonfly are somehow torturing it. I mean, they don't look that much like fairies, they look like pixies, which are a bit more naughty. So, and having this card in reverse, I feel that those thoughts are helping you or this person somehow to grow, somehow to analyze, to go deep within. So I really sense that this connection is providing some kind of growth, some kind of self-reflection. And under this card we have the 7 of Wands, which wants to indicate defensive energy. Maybe you or this person at the moment might be a bit more defensive, because there are too many things on their head. And another thing that is testifying for what I just said is 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, you can see that we have a person that is carrying wands on their shoulder. So somebody is carrying heavy weight and they are heading towards a castle. Well, what just came to my mind, it is related with the 10 of Pentacles that just came out. I feel that this is telling a story. It is telling a story that you are carrying weight, you are carrying heavy weight, and you are heading towards castle where you are going to let go of this weight and just be happy and live in a castle. Just like we saw that beautiful house in 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I will take one more set of cards. Just let me take a look at the timer. Yeah, it's okay, I can do that. I will take one set of cards and then I will take some songs for you about this connection. So please, Spirit, tell us what the person who is watching this need to know about this connection. 10 of Pentacles. What else? The Fool in reverse and Temperance in reverse. So this card came multiple times and this card is leading towards good vibes, abundance and happiness, family happiness, something stable, something grounded. Having the Fool in reverse, it might want to indicate that here there is no foolishness. Here there is no like some kind of spontaneous energy that might just scatter around. I feel that the Fool wants to indicate that there is a bit more determination, not like doing something foolish or something reckless. So I really feel some kind of stable energy. I really feel that both you and this person, you are walking towards that stability, but you are carrying some kind of burdens at the moment maybe, and you are slowly walking towards that castle where you are going to let go of those burdens. I mean, just take a look at this house, how fancy it looks. So it wants to indicate some kind of abundance. And to just testify about what I said, we have the Temperance card in reverse as a general energy. which wants to indicate that something is out of balance. So it wants to indicate that something is out of balance maybe at the moment, but it will go in a balanced way since we have the temperance. So these were the messages from Tarot. Now I will take some songs for you as well and see if they are going to resonate or not. Coldplay, Sky Full of Stars. Well, this song is about falling in love. This song is about seeing sky full of stars in the eyes of someone, seeing the entire universe in the eyes of someone. So the message is very powerful. Then we have Axwell Ingrosso, More Than You Know. Okay, so in this song I feel that somebody wants to share a secret, somebody wants to share how much they admire the other person. More than you know, they want to share this. Then we have Katy Perry, Hot and Cold. Again, we have unbalanced energy. Something needs to go in balance within this connection. Maybe it is unbalanced because of outside factors, as we saw previously. Keisha, your love is my drug. Well, I feel that here the love is very strong. The love is like a drug indeed. Let's take one last song. Roxette, It Must Have Been Love. Well, the continuation of this song is saying, but it's over now. But I really didn't sense here that something is over. I mean, keep it in mind that this is collective reading, but I really didn't sense that this story is over. On the contrary, I sense that this story is still about to be unfolded. Alright, so this was your reading, pile number 2. If you find the messages valuable and useful, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people to reach it. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel because your support literally means the world to me. So that was it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you many, many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye! Hello there, pal number 3, for those of you who chose the Hyena. What I feel from the Hyena is a bit unbalanced energy, because we have the moon that is both with darkness and light. So I feel that about your person, they are not showing their true feelings. They are a bit masking things with humor and sarcasm. But indeed I sense that there is something here that is not expressed, something that is not quite the way they show it. So I will just put this card here, and we are about to start with the tarot cards. I will just reshuffle good, and in the first part of the reading I will completely focus on your person. I will try to find out what is going on with this person, what kind of person this is, and then I will move towards your connection with that person. Okay, so please, Spirit, tell us what we need to know about this person that is on the mind of the ones who are watching. What we need to know as characteristic about this person. Seven of Swords, okay. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay. I don't know why The word that came into my mind was opportunistic, someone that is chasing after opportunity. But remember what I mentioned with the hyena, that we have a person that is not showing their true colors, somebody that is not expressing what they actually feel. So we have the Seven of Swords to confirm about this. With the Seven of Swords, we are having someone that either is lying to themselves, or they are a bit more tricky and slippery. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which wants to indicate that, oh, just let me take a look at this Knight of Pentacles. I sense a bit unbalanced energy from this person, somebody that is not stepping sturdy on earth, somebody that is a bit more relying on trickster in order to get what they want, not somebody that is going to put efforts and make things in hard and honest way, somebody that will try to find some kind of shortcuts in order to achieve what they want. This is the energy that I'm sensing from this person. And indeed, the Queen of Pentacles wants to indicate that I feel that this person is oriented towards some kind of opportunity. Indeed, the word that comes to my mind is opportunistic. I know this card's meaning might not indicate this, but it just comes to my mind that we are dealing about somebody that is chasing after opportunities that are coming in their life. And I sense this as a general energy. Let's keep going. Is there something else that you would like to share with us regarding this person's spirit? Is there something else you need to share with us about this person? King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. So previously we had the Queen of Pentacles, now we have the King of Pentacles. So both earth couples are appearing in this reading about this person. So I really sense that this person is oriented towards material gain, towards material well-being. And besides this, we have the Hanged Man, a major arcana under the King of Pentacles. I will just take a look at this Hanged Man. Well, indeed, I think we are talking about someone who is trying to find some kind of alternative ways in order to get rich, or alternative ways in order to acquire material well-being. Because we have the Hanged Man, which is a person that is hanged with the head down, not hanged by someone else. They choose themselves to be with the head down in order to see things from a different perspective. And then we have a king that is holding this huge pentacle. So I really think that here we are talking about a person that has a bit more material kind of pursuit in life. And we have the Two of Wands in reverse, which wants to indicate that I don't sense this person as someone that is action-oriented, or just their plans are a bit... I sense that they're having a hard time to make some kind of plans that can lead towards success. Or just let me take a better look at this card before I say something, because I'm getting a bit confused. So we have a globe, we have a cat, we have ships. Since this card came in reverse, I really think that this wants to indicate something about the skills of your person to make plans, to organize things, and well, I'm sensing someone that is making unrealistic plans. I just saw this in my head. Somebody that is having unrealistic plans or unrealistic expectations. And also materialistic or materially oriented person. Okay, let's keep going. Well, in general, from the hyena, I'm feeling a bit more cheeky kind of energy, so I don't know how this is going to resonate with you, but if until now what I'm saying is not true, maybe this is not your pile, or maybe there are other messages that you need to know about your connection with this person, that's why you were attracted to this pile. So I will just keep going. Please, Spirit, tell us more about this person. What else we need to know about this person? This came on its own. Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Pentacles upright. And the Lover's card upright. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, which wants to indicate, well, Queen of Wands usually is indicating some kind of action, determination, chasing after what you want. And since this card came in reverse, I sense less action, but desire for well-being. I'm sorry for saying this, but I really think that this person wants to earn money without doing anything, literally. Somebody that is looking for comfort but not willing to work for it. I know that the person that I'm describing here sounds terrible, but it's just what I'm feeling from the cards that are coming until now. And then we have the Lover's card in an upright position. This wants to indicate decision making, or just let me take a look at this card. Maybe something else is going to pop up in my mind. Okay, what came into my mind sounds terrible, but I will share it with you. In all cards, we have women. I mean, in this set of the cards, we have both women appearing. And here in this Lover's card, we have a silhouette of a woman as an angel above those two lovers. So I feel that this person might be, well, I don't want to say the word womanizer, but I sense that this person is someone that is chasing after romantic encounters. Besides the material, I sense that they're also looking for physical kind of connections as well. Okay, if you are really not happy with what you're hearing, feel free to skip this pile, because I really sense that this might resonate for some small amount of people that chose this pile, or I don't know. I realize that what I'm describing until now is not a nice person, but this is how I'm feeling it. So apologies if I'm wrong. Okay, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, tell us more about this person. What else we need to know about this person? Nine of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So with the Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords in reverse, I feel that here we are talking about somebody that is letting go of heavy thoughts, somebody that is not carrying any kind of heavy thoughts in their head, somebody that has ability to just eliminate all kind of heavy thoughts and sleep well, sleep deep sleeper. Actually, that might be relevant for your person, somebody that is a deep sleeper, and somebody that doesn't have any concerns or regrets to carry with them when they go to bed. Like, they can completely empty their heads and not think about anything that they have done during the day, or be daunted by thoughts. And then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse as well, which wants to indicate that indeed the thoughts are fading away, the thoughts are going away. They are not holding too many thoughts in their heads. Like, they are not somebody who has constantly thoughts in their head, somebody that is constantly tortured by thoughts and worries. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, which wants to indicate that, well, the Ace of Pentacles is card of beginning, card of new start regarding material. And since this card came in reverse, I feel that as a general energy, this person is well, I'm just going to take a better look at this card, because indeed I'm having difficulty to find the right message about it. We have Ace of Pentacles regarding this situation here. Well, I sense that this is a person that doesn't have that many plans, like, not somebody that is going to wake up and the first thing of the day will be like, today I have to do this and this and that. I sense somebody that is a bit more spontaneous, not having quite many plans or quite many things to worry about. Alright, I will just pick up the cards and I will start with the connection that you have with this person. I will just reshuffle goods in order to cleanse the energies. So please, Spirit, tell us what we need to know about the connection between the ones who are watching this and the ones that are on their minds. What we need to know about their connection, about the connection they are sharing. We have the Page of Wands, Nine of Cups in reverse, and King of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is very interesting because the Cup cards came in reverse, which wants to indicate that the emotions are going down, the feelings are going down. And we have the Page of Wands. In this card, in the Page of Wands, I sense a bit childlike energy, a bit more mischievous kind of energy, because we have a child that is like shouting, screaming, and being all childlike. So, about your connection, I think that there is a bit more, like, not primitive, but a bit more indeed childlike energy, a bit more adventurer kind of energy, something that is not going way too deep, something that is a bit more adventurous, not something that goes deep and heavy, something that goes light and adventurous. And we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, which wants to indicate disappointment because of wishes not coming through or expectations not being met. And I just got the message about these two cards. I feel that here we are talking about somebody being disappointed because the person they they are having connection with is not mature enough. The person they are having connection with is a bit more adventurous and not being able to go deep with them, not having that deep emotional connection with that person. And the King of Cups in reverse in the bottom of the deck testifies for this, because we have the king with the head down, and kings don't like being with the head down. And also we have this king isolated, so I feel that emotionally somebody felt lonely within this connection. Somebody felt misunderstood and lonely in this connection. It's like somebody was dealing literally with a child here. By that I mean that the other person was not mature enough. Okay, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this connection? Is there something more that we need to know about this connection? Ten of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords upright, and Four of Swords upright in the bottom of the deck. Okay. A lot of swords energy here, which wants to indicate some kind of a thought pattern that is being followed within this connection. And I will start right away because the messages are coming already. So I think that here we have a situation that needs to find an end, because we have somebody that is holding their swords high. They even have an eagle necklace, which wants to indicate bravery. So I feel that somebody within this connection is having a clear mind, and actually I feel that somebody wants to cut the cords of this connection. It might be either you or your person. I actually feel that it's more you than them. I really feel that somebody wants to put some kind of ending, and they are ready to take their sword, but it feels like hard to do that, because we have the Ten of Swords, but we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which wants to indicate that we are talking about an ending. Maybe you already had ending with this person, but even after the ending, things did not end. So I'm really sensing somebody that is a bit more fed up with this and is ready to just swing their sword and let go of this. But we have a situation that has already ended, but somehow it keeps going. And then we have the Four of Swords in the bottom of the deck, which is card of reflection, meditation, pause. But within this depiction, again, we have a girl that is tired of waiting. She has already taken one of the swords and she's ready to cut through whatever she needs to cut through. I really sense some kind of determination from this girl that is portrayed in this card. I sense that she's tired of waiting because those swords are on the wall. She's tired and she's determined just to cut whatever she needs to cut in order to gain some kind of clarity and set herself free. Okay, this is going way too deep. Let's keep going. Please, Spirit, let us know, is there something more that we need to know about this connection? Here the messages in this pile are quite specific and a bit heavier than the other piles. If you have, like, if you feel intuitively drawn to the other piles and this doesn't resonate with you, then maybe this is not your pile, or I don't know, but here the messages are very, very specific, and if until now it doesn't fit your situation, then maybe this is not your pile, because indeed here we are talking about heavy situation. Let's keep going. Please, Spirit, tell us what else we need to know about this connection. Is there something else that we need to know about this connection? Nine of Swords upright, Lovers reversed, Temperance upright. Okay. So, as a general energy, I think that somebody here within this connection is trying to find their balance. Somebody is trying to stay positive and find their balance. But we have the Nine of Swords in an upright position, which wants to indicate that, well, what I'm hearing here is, should I go or should I stay? This kind of dilemma. Should I stay in this connection or shall I leave this connection? Because we have the Lovers in reverse, and the Lovers symbolize some kind of duality. They symbolize road that is leading in two different directions. They are representing the sign of Gemini, which is dual sign. And we have the Nine of Swords above the Lovers reversed. So indeed somebody's thinking a lot whether they should stay or they should go. And in the bottom of the deck we have the Temperance card, which is card of balance. So since the Temperance is a major arcana, I am sensing that this is sign from the universe saying to you that you are about to find balance, you are about to find some kind of a positive outcome. It doesn't hint if it will be with this person or apart from this person, but I sense that the universe wants you to stay positive, that everything will find its place, everything will fall into place as it's supposed to. Even we have that rainbow here, which is extra sign for positivity. I really sense that this card is meant for you to just stay positive, that everything will settle the way it is supposed to. Okay, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, is there something else that we need to know about this connection? Is there something else that we need to know about this connection? Nine of Wands upright, Two of Cups upright, Eight of Wands reversed. Okay, so having these two cards together, we have first this one and then this one. What I feel here is that deep down somebody in this connection wants to have perfect balance. Somebody deep down in this connection wants to make things work. Maybe somebody even believe that this is your soulmate, because we have this card of Two of Cups, which might indicate some kind of soulmate connection. But I mean, soulmates are not only like romantic people that with whom we get together and everything goes perfectly well. Soulmates sometimes teach us things in a hard way. So let's not distract ourselves with the soulmate topic. We have the Two of Cups, which wants to indicate that somebody in this connection really wanted to make things work, make things in balance, have peace with this person, or just have peace in general within this connection. But climbing from this card towards the Nine of Wands, it wants to indicate that there was some kind of opposition. Somebody was holding their guard up high and not letting this person pass through their guard. I am sensing that somebody was somehow having their heart surrounded by an invisible fence, and there was someone standing in front of this fence and not letting any feelings or emotions pass through. So I really feel that, well, the core problem in this connection might be that somebody here is not ready to embrace their true feelings and emotions. Somebody has locked their heart and is not willing to unlock it. Maybe they have too much ego, or just they're in some masculine energy that is not allowing them to express feelings or emotions. Maybe there is too much masculine energy in that person. Even the candle went off. I don't have an extra one, so I will just keep going. Apologies for that. In Eight of Wands, we have Eight of Wands in reverse, which wants to indicate that because of all this that I mentioned, desire to make things work, and somebody opposing to that, somebody having boundaries and not letting pass through that boundaries, that's why things were not moving forward. They were stuck. Things were moving in a difficult way. I sense difficulty to pass through, difficulty to move forward. Okay, so I will just ask Spirit, just like I did with the previous piles. I will ask Spirit, what is the thing that you need to know about this connection? I mean, what is the message that is meant for you, for the one that is still watching this? I will reshuffle again. So, please, Spirit, tell us what is the thing that is meant for the person who is watching this to know about this connection. What message you have for this person that is watching right now about their connection. We have, again, Temperance and the Star card and 10 of Cups in the bottom of the deck. So, Spirit wants you to stay positive. Spirit wants you to just not lose hope. Because we have two major arcana, one of which is reversed. I will just take a look at the Star card in order to find out what the reversed meaning wants to say to you, because in an upright position it just wants to say to you to keep having hope. But since this card came in reverse, I actually got the message, but I don't know if it will be appropriate of me to say this. But the message is to let go of confusions about this connection, to let go of illusions about this connection. I mean, the topic was, is this true love or is it trick of the mind? And apologies for saying this directly, but I really feel that, at least based on the cards that I pulled and the energies I felt, maybe I'm wrong, this is a collective reading, but I really feel that this is leading more towards trick of the mind. But still, there is something positive in it, because it wants to, I mean, you got Temperance another time, which is saying to you that keep things positive, you are going to find balance, there will be rainbow coming on your street, and you are going to find balance. If love is what you desire, you are going to have the love that you desire. Maybe not with this person, but in the bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Cups in an upright, which wants to indicate happy family, again rainbow. So I really think that Spirit wants you to keep positive, and Spirit really wants to hint that you are going to find the happiness that you deserve. It might not be with this person, but you are going to find the happiness that you deserve. This is the main message for those of you who came to this pile. Okay, just like I did with the previous piles, I will take some songs for you and see if they are going to resonate for your situation. Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. And as I remember the lyrics she was singing, when I'm away from you, I am happier than ever. Okay, let's take more songs. Coldplay, A Sky Full of Stars. Okay, so from this song I am sensing optimism because this song is hinting towards falling in love. I don't know if falling in love with this person or with another one. I sense that it might be more with another one based on what we saw, but just take things with a grain of salt because this is collective energy. Then we have Justin Bieber, Ghost. If I can't be close to you, I'll settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life. Okay. Maybe this is something that I saw in the tarot cards as well, because we had an ending that actually never ended. So I sense from this song hard time to let go, hard time to separate yourself from this person, even though maybe deep down some of you know that this is wrong. Gautier, somebody that I used to know. Okay, so this song is hinting towards a person that you used to know. Maybe you didn't know this person as good as you thought you did. But somebody that I used to know, it is also hinting more towards forgetting somebody. Like intentionally trying to forget someone. Okay, and the last song is Shawn Mendes, There Is Nothing Holding Me Back. There is nothing holding me back. Well, the title wants to indicate that there is some kind of movement forward without anything to hold back, without anything to have as a boundary or blockage, just moving forward. Okay, pile number 3. Well, these were your messages. I know that they were a bit difficult to assimilate, and I don't know if it's going to resonate for your situation, so please take this with a grain of salt. And if you find these messages valuable, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people see this. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel because your support means the world to me. And that was it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you many, many, many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye.